If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him, pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. All warfare is based on deception. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. If he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. The control of a large force is the same principle as the control of a few men. It is merely a question of dividing up their numbers. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike what is weak. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. He will conquer who has learnt the artifice of deviation. Such is the art of maneuvering. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. When some are seen advancing and some retreating, it is a lure. Attack him where he is unprepared. Appear where you are not expected. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. It is the rule in war, if our forces are 10 to the enemy's 1, to surround him, if 5 to 1, to attack him, if twice as numerous, to divide our army into 2. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. In all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed to secure victory. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Rouse him and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself so as to find out his vulnerable spots. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby, you can be the director of the opponent's fate. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws. You have to believe in yourself. Every animal with blood in its veins and horns on its head will fight when it is attacked. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. Thus, the expert in battle moved the enemy and is not moved by him. The captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is noise before defeat. Great results can be achieved with small forces. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. If you ignore both your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Beware of sugar that is mixed with poison. Beware of the fly that sat on a dead snake. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. Wheels of justice grind slow, but grind fine. If your friend is friends with your enemy, it means that you should not hang out with this friend. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. You can't trust a man who has nothing to lose. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. An enemy is a friend who knows too much about you. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will be weak everywhere. Be where your enemy is not.